Well, good morning and welcome to Snowdonia. So, what's the plan? It is currently Saturday morning, about 20 past 7. That is where I camped last night, down in that little wood there. And we are currently climbing up a mountain whose name I'm not going to try and pronounce. No, I will. It's called Carne David, which I believe means something like Mount David, maybe. And the plan is to go up there, even further up there, and then there's a big ridge I can walk along that takes me all the way around. I can go back down again, and then climb another mountain. Tomorrow I'm going to climb Snowdon, which is of course the biggest mountain in Wales, and then we will play it by ear from there. So the weather currently is absolutely lovely. We've got a pretty dazzling array of different kinds of clouds at the moment. And I am hoping it holds up, because I've just realised I forgot to bring my coat. What I did not forget to bring though, of course, is Brian, who is in his customary place in the side of the bag. How you feeling, Brian? Okay, well, we'll just have to work with that. Look at that, we've got ourselves a circular rainbow. I found myself in a boulder field, hopping from one rock to another, hoping that none of them would wobble. Well, the sun might be out, but I'm near the top of this mountain here, and it's back to standard British weather. We've got some pretty strong wind, we've got mist, and I'm hoping that as I go further up, some of the clouds might blow away. That's wishful thinking though. That is wishful thinking. Brian, how are you feeling? Okay. Right, that is mountain number 1. And I'm gonna get off it as soon as I can because it's extremely windy. Oh man. I thought the weather was going to be really sunny. Every time this happens every time. Okay, well. Summit number 2! We sheltered from the wind in a stone circle, and I had a snack. I don't think Brian was in a very good mood. Come to think of it, after a little while, neither was I. Well, that was pretty rough, I gotta say. At some point though, when I was walking down, it suddenly just stopped. And as you can see and feel and hear now, it's very calm suddenly. That's because I've gone down a little bit. I just looked at the map and I'm going up to another mountain in a second. So I'm going to expect that this lovely moment of calm is probably only temporary. But I will enjoy it while it lasts. Eventually the clouds parted and gave us a glimpse of a nice lake with some trails around it. Being Wales, of course, there are plenty of sheep. That is the route I walked earlier. Of course, the weather's perfect now. I started to walk towards Tryfan, which was the 4th mountain of the day. I filled up my water bottle at a local farm, and then the climb began. On the way, I spotted some people climbing in a slightly different way to me. This is very steep. Check it out. But can't complain. The weather's picked up very nicely indeed. just taking a little break in the sunshine and looking up at my goal, which is kind of scary. Every time I think I've got near the top, I get to some region like this and it's just, there's more. Again, every time I think I'm close to the summit, I turn around and there's some more stuff I have to do. That looks pretty scary, that stuff there. I very much hope that this boulder above my head doesn't fall. I've just come from down there. This is pretty scary, actually. Oh well. Finally, I made it to the summit and was rewarded for my efforts with an incredible panorama. At the top were two large boulders, called Adam and Eve, apparently. Naturally, I had to climb them.
Yeah, go on.
Jesus, that was scary. I'm never going to show that video to my parents. Thankfully, the good weather and the lovely views cheered Brian up a bit as well. Well, that was pretty tricky. I've come off the mountain now, mostly. We're still pretty high up. I had thought about going up there and looking at the view from the top of that one, but my knees need a little bit of a break because it's been quite treacherous underfoot. Just a lot of scrambling over boulders and having to wedge my legs in and grab a rock, and yeah, it's been quite tricky, so I'm quite tired now. And I'm going to go and start looking for a place to camp. Now, the sun, as you can see, is not setting anytime soon. But I'm hoping that if I can find somewhere secluded enough away from the roads that I can just set up shortly before sunset and relax for a bit by a lake or something. So off we go to look for a campsite. We stopped quickly so Brian could have a snack and then found ourselves a wonderful little place to camp. Well, this is my home for the night. Brian, what do you think? Okay,